season. So, what can we say about Real Madrid? David, you press the button, please, and we will see which 8 opponents will have to face Los Blancos in this season.
Okay, the draw is done, so let's take a look. This is who the 15-time champions will face. From pot 1, it's a home tie against Inter. They travel to Arsenal. As well, from pot 2, they host PSV Eindhoven, and they're away against AS Roma. From pot 3, they're at home at the Bernabeu against RB Leipzig, and they take on Shakhtar Donetsk away. And in pot 4, it's Real Madrid against newcomers LASK, and they're at home against AEK Athens.
Not bad as a starter, so we can continue now after Real Madrid. The record winners with 15 titles. We are ready to disclose the next name and, of course, more importantly, their 8 opponents.
Manchester City.
And the next team is Manchester City. For the first time after many years, we will not see Pep Guardiola on the bench. Good luck to Enzo Maresca, who will taking over with this club, which is for the 16th successive time in the UEFA Champions League group or league phase, more than any other English teams. Ready? David, you will show the opponents, reveal the opponents of Manchester City.
Let's reveal those opponents. Here's the lineup for Manchester City. It's a home match with Paris Saint-Germain, the defending champions, and they're away at FC Barcelona. Wow. In pot 2, it's a home match with Sporting from Portugal and Porto as well. So 2 Portuguese rivals for them in pot 2. In pot 3, a home match with Napoli and an away tie with Leipzig. And last but not least, in pot 4, we've got a home match with AEK and a trip to Lens. Quite a path for City.
Not bad for sure. Thierry, let's go ahead. After these first 2 teams, Real Madrid and Manchester City, we are ready to discover another name and, more importantly, the 8 opponents facing this other club.
Inter Milan.
And this is Internazionale Milano, who won for the first time after the magic season of 2009-2010, the double in Italy. In 2010, of course, they added the Champions League title. So what will we have for Inter Milan? We know already 1 team, which is Real Madrid, away. And David, please press the button for the other 7 opponents of Inter.
Yes, okay, these are the other 7 opponents. We already know they're facing Jose Mourinho's side, of course, a reunion of sorts there. They also will play Liverpool FC at home. From pot 2, it's a home tie against Club Brugge, and they're away against Borussia Dortmund. From pot 3, Shakhtar Donetsk, they will play at home, and they travel to the Netherlands to take on Feyenoord. From pot 4, it's Stuttgart and Slovan Bratislava away.
Perfect. So again, Inter Liverpool as we had last year. And we continue with another name, please, Thierry. After Real Madrid, Manchester City, Internazionale Milano, we ready to find out who's taking on
FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona, who won their 29th title in Spain last year for the 23rd successive time in the UEFA Champions League group stage. What do we have in stock for Barcelona? Please, David, go. After Manchester City, of course.
All right, for Barca, besides City, it's PSG in pot 1. And then they've got Aston Villa at home and Sporting away in pot 2. In pot 3, it's a home tie with Feyenoord, the 1970 winners, of course, and Galatasaray in Istanbul. Finally, a home match with the debutants Como, so against Cesc Fabregas' side. I think he'll be reviewing quite a few friends there. And an away match at Sabah in Azerbaijan.
Another debutant, so 2 debutants
Indeed.
for FC Barcelona. So after Barcelona, we are ready and eager to see who else is coming up, and of course, what is their strike of matches.
Atlético de Madrid.
That's Atletico de Madrid. Atletico de Madrid, 3 times finalists and winners of 7 UEFA competitions, 3 times the UEFA Cup, 3 times the Super Cup, and also once the Cup Winners' Cup. We are ready to discover which 8 opponents Atletico will have to face. David, please. I think it will be very interesting to see who comes up against
David,
Atletico.
what have you done? Joke. Let's take a look. This is who Atleti are playing then. From pot 1, a home tie against Bayern Munich, a trip to Liverpool. From pot 2, Manchester United, who returned to the competition, of course, and also PSV Eindhoven away. From pot 3, Fenerbahce, and the surprise package from last season, Bodo Glimt. And from pot 4, the newcomers Viking from Norway and Stuttgart away. David, you've already told us how hungry this side are to finally get their hands on that beautiful trophy. Talk me through this lineup.
Yeah, difficult. But in this competition, it's always difficult. Every team wants to win and win every game. But we are ready. We are ready and we believe in us. Yeah.
That's how you have to be. Great.
If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, right?
Of course.
There you go. Giorgio.
Great games. Let's go ahead, Thierry, please. We draw another name. Ready for left in this pot 1.
Paris Saint-Germain.
And here we go with the title holders of Paris Saint-Germain. 45 goals last season in the UEFA Champions League. So a great performance, of course, for the 2 times winners of the last 2 editions. And we're ready. We will reveal the opponents of Paris Saint-Germain after Barcelona and Man City.
So the puzzle is complete. AS Roma at home, Aston Villa away in pot 2. In pot 3, it's a home match with Galatasaray and a trip to Spain to take on Villarreal. In pot 4, it's Slovan Bratislava at home and Como away. That is the path for PSG.
Good. Approaching the end of pot 1. Thierry, please shuffle and draw the next name. 3 clubs are left to be drawn.
Liverpool.
And here we go. It's Liverpool FC, the English club with the most titles in this competition. 6 titles for Liverpool. We are ready. They know already 2 of their opponents, Atletico and Inter. And we go with your touch. Thank you.
Yeah, for Liverpool, 2 huge opponents, of course, from pot 1, as expected. From pot 2 as well, it continues. A home tie against FC Porto and a trip away to Belgium to take on Bruges. From pot 3, they're at home to Villarreal and away to Fenerbahce. And from pot 4, they host Lens and they travel to Austria to take on the newcomers Lask.
Perfect. So only 2 teams are left to complete pot 1. We have to draw them. 2 great names are ready to learn their fate. 1 opponent has already been allocated to each of them.
The Arsenal.
Arsenal FC, a team close to Thierry's heart, of course. The English champion for the first time after 2003-2004. So what do we have in stock for Arsenal? Let's go and see.
All right, so this is the lineup for Arsenal, Thierry. We've got Real Madrid, we've got Bayern Munich away in pot 2. It's a home tie with Borussia Dortmund and a trip to Spain to take on Real Betis. It's Lille at home and Napoli away in pot 3. And Saba, the newcomers, at home, and Slavia Praha away for the Gunners. Reaction, please.
Well, you need to ask Mikel. Where is Mikel? No. Look, it is what it is. As you said, the start looks strong. In all fairness, but hopefully we can do it. Let's see.
All right.
I'll try to speak to Mikel.
They were stellar in the league phase last season, so standards are high.
Good. Only 1 is left. Of course, we know who's missing, and we will see the name appear in a second.
Bayern München.
That's FC Bayern München, of course, who won the 14th time the German double last season. 184 goals scored in total in the season for Bayern, a goal machine. No doubt, we are ready. They know already Arsenal and Atletico, and let's go. Let's see.
Yeah, semi-finalists, of course, last season, and we all remember those two legs of that semi-final. Let's see who they face this time around. We know pot 1, pot 2, they're at home to Real Betis and away to Manchester United, so they'll be travel to Old Trafford. That is a rematch of that famous 1999 final, so that should be absolutely electric. From pot 3, they're at home against Bodo Glimt, and they travel to France to take on Lille. And from pot 4, it's a home tie against Slavia Praha and a trip to Norway to take on Viking.
Wow.
I know. So that is pot 1 done. The first teams have been drawn, and there are already some incredible matches to look forward to, as we expected. The current holders, PSG, taking on Barcelona. So these two guys will be watching that one. That's also the most successful team in Champions League history, Real Madrid, facing the 3-time winners Inter and the 6-time champions Bayern Munich, facing last year's finalists Arsenal, which is always an interesting tie. So just a reminder to everybody watching that this grid shows you all the